Morning, class! Today we want to learn about the chemistry of salt dissolution. Salt, that is also known as sodium chloride, is an ionic compound comprised of positive and negative ions. When it comes in contact with water, it dissolves. Polar water molecules surround the salt's charged particles and remove them from the crystalline structure of the salt. This process is called dissociation, and the new force between the water molecule and each charged particle is called an ion dipole. Confusing? I thought so. How about this? This is salt, also known as sodium chloride. Salt has a crystalline structure that is comprised of positive sodium and negative chloride ions. The force between these charged ions are electrostatic force of attraction, or otherwise known as ionic bond. When in water, it dissolves. But let's see what's really happening at the microscopic level. When salt first comes in contact with water, water molecules start moving toward the crystal of salt. Water is comprised of many polar molecules that attract each other through hydrogen bond. Each polar molecule attracts another from the opposite end, quite like a magnet. When in contact with salt, water attracts salt's charged particles. They surround the ions and separate them. Water surrounds the positive sodium ions from its negative end and negative chloride ions from its positive end. The new force formed between water molecules and each ion is called ion dipole. This process is called dissociation. What do you think? Isn't it easier to learn chemistry this way? What if I told you you would be creating one of those for your chemistry course? Exciting? Okay, I have a better idea. You can create one of those animations for younger kids to teach them chemistry. Now we're talking. To make it more engaging for them, we can add a story to our animation. Let's introduce some characters first. Like this girl. Her name is Peggy. She is a grade 6 student and loves science. This is Shivid, her puppy who loves playing and digging in the ground. The story begins when Shivid finds a magnifying glass in their backyard and brings it in and drops it in his water bowl. They find out the magnifying glass talks and can show atoms and molecules. Are you ready? I forgot to mention, there's a cool program you can use. It's called Scratch. No, not that. Scratch is a programming language. It's very easy to use. Let me show you a little. You can upload any picture you want, like this image, a water molecule. You can change its size and location. You can program it to move just by dragging the Move block and click Start, and your water molecule moves. Maybe add some turning too by dragging the Turn block. Pretty good, huh? Let's now have two water molecules. Simply click on the existing one and duplicate. Change their name if you want. You are all set. Now we can have the two water molecules attract each other, like they do in the real world through a hydrogen bond. We are going to tell the first water molecule, or water 1, to point towards the other molecule, water 2. Then move 2 steps. We can ask the program to repeat this process until they touch each other. If you click Start, water 1 attracts water 2. In reality, though, the two of them attract each other. You can simply copy the codes by dragging the other water molecule. Now they move towards each other until they touch, just like we told them to. Wasn't it great? Go to scratch.mit.edu to discover chemistry all over again. Oh, and don't forget to come back and post your project here at www.construct.ning.com. We would love to see your progress. Do not forget to involve Peggy and Shivid in the adventures of your microscopic world. They're fun.